Now, most of the time when you get on your PC, it's going to be open. But if you happen to come to the PC and have a screen that looks like this photo I have here, all you need to do is simply press Enter on the keyboard. And when you do, the next screen is going to come up, and I'm going to show you what that screen looks like. It'll look like this screen. It'll say Prayerline and sign in. You just click sign in. There's no username or password for that. So at that point, this is also an oddball thing that could happen. Most of the time, this will already be logged in as well. But if it's not, and you get this screen, max UC, if you have a login, go click it now, blah, blah, blah. We're going to click login manually. And we have to decide our service provider, and it's Telesystem. So I'm going to go find that in this list. And there it is right there, Telesystem. And you can see that, Telesystem. And we click OK. Now it's going to ask for phone/email to log in. Now that information on all the laptops is over here on the side, login passwords. It has all the information you need for that. I'm going to open up a dummy file that shows you kind of what's in it. It's going to give you several username and password. There's a Salesforce username and password. You should never need it, but in case of something odd like I'm describing now, you might. An email username and password, you probably will never need it. And then a Telesystem username and password. And the Telesystem username is the phone number of the laptop and then the password. Now, in the real file on your desktop, it's not going to say password. It's going to actually give you the real usernames and the real passwords for your laptop. I don't include that on this video because this video will be up on YouTube, and I'd rather not let the world know what our usernames and passwords are. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stop my video a second, look at the username and password, and type it in and click login. Now after I click login, I've already clicked login, and you see it's taken a second for it to sync up and connect. And finally, you see this thing pops up, and it shows you all of the folks that are on our Telesystem in the different offices. You can see accounting and some of the different users here that pop up. So the next thing that's going to happen is when we get a phone call. Now, each laptop has its own phone number. So in the morning or whenever, before you're going to get on Prayerline, you're going to want to call each laptop and make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do before the workers arrive. So I'm going to call this particular laptop from my cell phone, and we're going to see if it actually works, if things are set up. I have a feeling maybe there's something not going on, but we'll find out. And up here, I'm going to click this. Okay, now I hung up my call from the phone, but when I click that button, you see that I have the Brown household, and I've actually called in a couple of times, as you can see. So there's 4 of me on here. So I've got some duplicates that I've got to remove from the system. Because at this point, we're really not sure which one of these is the correct. I'm going to guess it's this one that also has an email. I'm going to guess this is the correct one for the Brown household. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Brown household. And my information is going to come up. Now, here's another crazy thing that could happen. What if this comes up and it says log into Salesforce? Well, as long as this is like it is now, the password's auto-filled in, you can click log in. If it's not, you go back to this file, login passwords, find out the real username, and find out the real password to that. And then you're going to click log in. So then this thing comes up, and you see the brown household is who we're looking at right now. And this is who I would be in call with. I hung up my phone because it's getting feedback because I'm recording. But now I'm going to click on Notes. And when I click on Notes, I'm going to go to the top right and click on New. And this is going to be the title of the note. And we're going to do Prayer for Healing. And then I'm going to enter the note. Having issues with feet. Okay, so I do that, and now I click. If that's the only thing that the person calling in has, you prayed with them for healing, they're having issues with feet. You can put any other note you want in addition to that to expand upon what you talked about or what you prayed with, whatever, and then click Done. And it's as simple as that. And now you see that this particular laptop is Prayerline 02, and Prayerline 02 created a prayer for healing for Glenn Brown having issues with feet. Okay, and at this point, now you've actually completed this. So now you're just waiting on another phone call to come in. All right, so now if another phone call comes in while you're on this screen, you'll have the option. You can just ignore it. Don't do anything because somebody else will be picking up that call. Let's go ahead and click. So I'm calling back. Now, I had the option to reject that call. I don't want to reject it because if I reject it, it hangs up for everybody. So don't reject the call unless you want to send it to voicemail. All right? You don't ever want to reject a call in that case. So, all right. So now, if I were in a call, it wouldn't ring if I'm talking to someone, the laptop's not going to ring again, just like your phone. It wouldn't ring again. It'll ring the other laptops. But if you're in working on, something like this, then you may get another call and you just need to ignore it and let the other people pick it up if you're working on something else. All right, so that's it on the admin portion of this.